Hey guys, welcome back for more Corpse Factory. Can you see this? You see our screen now? We got the team Corpse Girl here. And look at Tomoe. I hated Tomoe back then from the start. But now, yeah, she's one of my favorite characters now. I like her. So anyways, let's continue. We're actually in the morgue as well. Yes, we went to the morgue, right? Okay, the morgue is a lot colder than I imagined it would be. I berate myself for not bringing a sweater, but there's nothing I can do about it now. But the music is the same as the one in the menu. The place has an icy, otherworldly feel to it. It's depressing and clinical and devoid of hope. And then there's the stench. It's not as overwhelming as I feared it may be, but it lingers and claws at my senses. It clings inside my nostrils and mouth, and the very interior of my skull. It's very easy to understand why Kojiro's clothes always smell like this place. Once the odor gets a grip on you, it doesn't let go.
Honey, I'm home.
A poor joke in a poor taste. Even for Kojiro, I feel like I'm going to vomit. Even Tomoe is looking a bit paler than normal. I'm surprised she accompanied us inside after she spent the whole drive over insisting that she would stay in the van.
They store bodies in here?
Of course. See all these lockers? They're cold chambers. Pretty much all of them are full, a body in each.
Fucking disgusting.
Noriko?
Yeah?
I keep things in order around here. Chambers on the left wall are cadavers due for cremation.
And what about the lockers on the right wall?
No touchy-touchy. They're new arrivals or they're being collected for some reason or other. Autopsy, funeral, etc.
Got it. So, we can only make use of the cadavers in the lockers on the left wall.
That's a bingo.
I listlessly wander to the left wall. There must be dozens of cold chambers here, all lined up in a neat rows. Some doors are slightly ajar and peeking inside reveals that they're empty, but the vast majority are sealed tight. The occupants within sleeping soundly.
Hey, question.
Shoot.
How do I know who is in each locker? Like, if I wanted to get an old woman's corpse, do I just have to search blindly?
Nah.
Okay, then what do I do?
Come here.
I walk over to Kojiro and follow him to a large computer monitor mounted on the far wall. He taps on a little panel inset into the wall and the shelf pops out, revealing a keyboard and mouse.
Familiar with databases?
Somewhat.
Perhaps all my data entry experience at Temujin will pay off here.
It's pretty simple anyway. Live database contains the current inventory items.
Ew. Ugh. You refer to these bodies as inventory items?
True, these are people, man, and they're being referred to as inventory items.
What would you call them?
Well, like, they used to be real people and shit, right? Why not show some respect?
True, Tomoe, true.
I don't understand. They're cadavers.
I put a trembling hand on Tomoe's shoulder. I want to comfort her, but the act of doing so is still alien to me.
Don't worry about him, Tomoe. He can be a bit insensitive.
He's a freak.
Wow. Ouch.
Tomoe scoffs and makes a gesture with her middle finger. I'm a little surprised that she's so bothered by this. It's kind of funny that she holds respect for the dead, but not so much for the living.
Okay, so I can search this database for bodies that match my needs.
Yep. Just use the filters at the top. Not many categories, but it has the basics. Age range, gender, name. Not that that'll be useful to you.
Why is the name highlighted?
Actually, that's about it.
It's enough. It'll save some time at the very least.
Okay, so you want to hoist 3 bodies today, right? You said you have 3 requests?
Yeah, but This place is kind of overwhelming. I'm hesitant to bite off more than we can chew.
What's the game plan then?
How about we just take one body today? We'll take it back to the factory, work on it, and see how we go.
Works for me. Here, use the database.
Kojiro steps away from the monitor and indicates that I should use it. I rest my sweaty hands on the keyboard and feel the cold metal buttons sting my skin. A metal keyboard, it's very fitting for this cold, lifeless place. I have 3 requests currently in the works. I managed to get photos edited for all 3 of them, thanks to taking the day off from the office. There's Emi Katsuno, the bully I went to school with, then there's the pink-haired girl and the woman that looked tired and worn out. I should try and find a cadaver that matches the appearances of one of those victims. I use a database filter to search for females, and then I narrow down the age range to young adult. There are a lot of hits, just how many people are entombed here anyway? I skim through the list as, since their names are meaningless to me, they might as well be all identical. But the column of data containing cold chamber identification codes is interesting. I point one of the results out to Kojiro.
Hey, how do I know what these numbers mean? This one here is 64AB. This one is number 31AA.
Ah, okay. Letters correspond to location. First letter refers to left wall or right wall. Second letter refers to top row or bottom row.
Give me an example.
Okay, this one? Number 64AB. The A means it's on the left wall and the B means it's on the bottom row.
Left wall. That's the side I can choose from, right? The body's due for cremation?
Yep.
So I could grab number 64AB if I wanted.
Up to you.
But this one here, let's see, number 98BA. Could I grab that?
No. The first letter is B, so that's on the right wall. No go. Not scheduled for cremation.
I think I get it. Thanks.
Oh my god, it's like basically she's shopping for bodies. What the hell? I make a mental list of cold chambers on the left wall that fit my needs.
I'm going to start cracking open some of these sarcophagi.
Haha. That's a new one. Mad.
Mad. I hope that my nervousness isn't showing. I almost can't believe that I'm about to examine corpses in the flesh. Corpse Girl would be proud of me right now. As I walk over to the left wall of cold chambers, I catch a glimpse of Tomoe. She's standing by the exit, swiping on her phone as she taps her foot. I reach the first locker I want to look at.
Here we go.
And she's even blushing. What the? There's a metal handle in the front of the chamber. It's paired with a release button, which I gather has to be pressed in the same time as the handle is pulled forward. I grip the handle tightly, press the button, and pull with all my strength. A hiss echoes through the morgue as frigid, pressurized air billows out of the chamber. The door is now wide open, revealing the darkness within the locker. I peer inside. I can make out the shape of the body bag lying atop the sliding tray inside the locker.
I thought the body would slide out automatically.
No? They just pull the tray out, like you'd pull out an oven tray.
I take a deep breath and grab the edge of the tray, then slide it out. Thankfully, the thick rollers along the bottom rail do most of the work, and once it has momentum, the tray slides all the way out of the chamber. My prize is revealed at last, a musty white body bag, packed full with a decomposing corpse.
Now what?
Just unzip the HRP.
HRP?
The what?
Kojiro rolls his eyes.
The body bag. Unzip it, but cover your nose.
Okay, I do as I'm told. My left hand pinches my nostrils and my right hand grips the tag attached to the bag zipper. I tug the tag down and drag it along the length of the bag, and zip makes a familiar zzz sound, and I smell the decomposing corpse and vomit on the ground, and fall to my knees trying to catch my vomit and hold my nose closed at the same time. Tears well in my eyes, and I can't help but cry as the stench strikes me across the face again and again, and the river of bile and sick pouring down my clothes feel like a searing hot cattle prod against my skin. The sight of the corpse in the bag flickers in my vision and sears itself into my retinas, and I can't get it out of my head even when I close my eyes. I can't get it out of my head, and I can't see it anymore, and I can't help but think of my own reflection and how much I resemble Noriko. What? And Corpse Girl. And the corpse in the bag all mixed together in some completely effed up hybrid of decaying flesh and bone. I think Kojiro Otomoe or Aoi grabs my shoulder to drag me away from the body, but Aoi isn't here anyway, and the hands feel so strong and warm, not brittle and lifeless like mine, and not slender and perfect like Aoi's, but I get dragged away regardless, and my eyes are watering and the fluorescent lights on the ceiling are magnified by my tears, and I want to tear my eyes out and get the sight of the corpse out of my mind. I've seen so many corpses over the last year. I've seen countless photos of bodies dismembered and asphyxiated and electrocuted and shot and maimed and drowned, yet the decaying corpse in the body bag, or the HRP, as Kojiro called it, is worse than any of them, and it's worse than anything I could have ever imagined. And it's worse than me and worse than Corpse Girl, and for a fleeting moment I begin to question what I've spent the last year doing. What am I doing involving myself with the dead and buried? I mean, I think it's different, right? When you look at the pictures, I mean, it's like you can't puke, man. But if the smell, yeah, the smell is different. I mean, I haven't smelled something like that, but I assume it is. Okay, the frantic screams of a girl resound in my ears and my eyes and my nostrils. And I think she's calling my name, but it doesn't sound like my name. It sounds like Noriko or something along those lines. Maybe Yuriko? Maybe she's calling out for my sister. But my sister isn't here and Noriko isn't here, and I'm the only one here lying on my side on the cold tile floor, covered in warm vomit and hot tears, and I feel the body lying next to me and smiling and offering me a cup of coffee from that lovely French cafe I went to one time. What the hell is happening, man? I pictured a lifeless corpse in my mind, smiling and calling me names like Bee Queen or Goth. What? Basically just any senseless name she can pair with the word. That word. I don't want to say it. I hate so much that Yuriko used to always call me that. Mother used to always call me that word. What? Your mom calls you that? That word that carries so much hate and contempt and yet rolls off the tongue so easily. The lifeless corpse keeps calling me names, keeps taunting me, keeps growing out of her long blonde hair, and she taunts me with her fake smile, fake eyelashes. She corners me in the classroom and pulls my hair and rips out a fistful of it and laughs and calls me and screams and cackles, and I realize that she's always bullied me like this, and I hate her for it because I never did anything to her. Was that Emi Katsuno? Is Emi doing this? I never did anything to Emi Katsuno, but she always bullied me. I mean, I thought she said it was only words. She was actually being physical to Noriko? But she never bullied Aoi because no one was allowed to bully Aoi because the teachers all said so. They all said she's been through too much already, but it's okay to bully Noriko, or me, or Noriko. That's fine, they all said. So Emi liked to bully me and call me and she liked to pull my hair out, but that's fine because hair grows back eventually, and it meant that she didn't bully Aoi. So in a way, I was protecting Aoi, and that's all I ever really mattered. And that corpse in my mind isn't Emi, but it might as well be. It might as well be her, and maybe I can make it her. Maybe the corpse can become Emi Katsuno? And if I send her to photograph the corpse, then she might kill herself. She might kill...
Fuck.
Basically, everyone is effed up in this game, right? Even Emi Katsuno is trash. Okay, my neck cracks loudly as I sit up straight. I blink a few times to clear the tears out of my eyes, and the worried faces of Kojiro and Tomoe appear in my vision.
Yo, you okay?
What the fuck, Noriko?
I spit the remnants of vomit out of my mouth.
fine.
You don't fucking look fine. You chucked up all over the place.
She'll be right. Seen this kind of thing before.
What do you mean?
Pretty normal to react like that to a decomposing cadaver. Surprised you're okay, Tomo?
It's Tomoe! Shit! Yeah, I'm fine. I don't like him, but I've seen corpses before.
Well, I thought Noriko had too.
Just pictures, I guess.
I'm not forgetting the carnage I witnessed at the train station thanks to Kotomi Ida. Somehow, seeing a stiff cadaver in a body bag was so much more overwhelming.
Right. Are you really Corpse Girl?
Apparently.
Come on, let's get you up.
Tomoe grabs me in a sort of a bear hug and lifts me to my feet.
Sorry about the vomit.
It's fine. It's fucked up, but it's fine.
Call it a day?
I put my weight on my unsteady feet and step away from Tomoe.
No. There's something I need to do.
I stare straight at the corpse in the body bag. Her face is still exposed, lifeless, expressionless. Her hair is long, blonde. I imagine her with a bit of makeup, some blush, some lipstick, some fake eyelashes.
Whoever this was, she's exactly what I need for my next victim.
That worked out well.
Can we get her into the van?
Okay, I'll grab a trolley. Tomoe, give me a hand?
Ugh, if I have to.
I nod and whisper a small thanks to both of them. Still, a little groggy and unstable, I make my way to the morgue's door and I'll wait in the van for now. I need to take a moment to restore my energy. The real work will begin when we get to the factory. Jesus Christ. We arrived at the factory after a brief pit stop at my apartment to collect my makeup kit. Kojiro managed to fix the lock on the front entrance, meaning we didn't have to try and shimmy a cadaver through the side window. He even found the proper key for the place on one of those rusted workbenches. Tomoe helped to drag a workbench to the center of the factory floor and we hoisted a cadaver on top of it. Kojiro unwrapped it from the HRP, which he explained simply meant humans remain pouch. Okay. Staring down at the body before me, I now begin to wonder why I freak out so much at the morgue. It's just a body, a lifeless thing that was once somebody, but now has no meaning in its existence.
It's kind of gross, but it's not really that bad.
Ugh. I'm glad you've come around, but I still don't want nothing to do with it.
Right, so we're here. We got your body. What now?
I fetch my makeup kit from the floor beside the workbench and place it next to the corpses, or the corpse.
We're going to make this body look as close as possible to this girl.
I flash my phone at Kojiro and Tomoe, showing off the photo of Emi Katsuno that was submitted to Corpse Girl's website.
Right. But why?
Because then we can photograph it and convince the victim, Emmy, that it's her own dead body.
Why?
I furrow my brow. Kojiro coughs in an attempt to hide his laughter.
That's how Corpse Girl does things.
I don't know. Sounds like a shit plan. We went to all that effort to steal a dead body and you just want to take photos of it?
Look, so far I've done everything with photo manipulation. And sometimes it's successful, like with Akane Tsurumaki.
That bitch?
It convinced her to kill herself. But I'll admit that it hasn't worked so well on Corpse Girl's other victims.
So you think repeating the same thing that don't work over and over again will eventually work?
She's got a point, Noriko. Corpse Girl doesn't have the best track record. Maybe something has to change.
But what? This is the way I've always done things, and...
I hang my head in defeat. I don't know what to do. I spent all morning crafting fake photos of my 3 victims, but for what purpose? They're not going to convince anyone to kill themselves. And now I'm standing here in the factory, looking at the corpse that I want to decorate as Emi Katsuno's, just so I can take photographs of it. And there's no point in doing so. I already crafted a photo of Emi's death, so why am I here? What the hell am I doing?
You two are right. I can't keep going on like this. I've already crafted a photo of this victim's death. So I really don't know why I let it get so far. I guess I didn't truly think we'd pull this off. I kind of just went along with Kojiro's suggestion to go to the morgue.
Hey, don't pin it on me. This is your scheme.
The weirdo is right. This is on you, Nariko.
They're right. They're both spot on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just wasting my time. Their time. I'm wasting Corpse Girl's time.
Here, give me your phone.
Without waiting for approval, Tomoe snatches my phone out of my hands. She swipes past the photo of Emi, then swipes back to it.
Yo, you said you already made the corpse photo. Where is it?
I don't keep it on my phone. That would be stupid. The only copy is still on my laptop at home.
But you've got a photo of this bitch on your phone.
Well, yeah. I just pulled it from her noise profile earlier. It's exactly the same image that was uploaded to Corpse Girl's website, though.
Right.
Hold it. How did you know the Vic's name? Corpse Girl doesn't ask for a name.
Oh, this girl... I actually went to school with her. It's a coincidence, I assure you.
Uh-huh.
Look, that doesn't matter, does it?
Well, tell me what the corpse photo looks like.
Well... It wasn't my most creative work. I had 3 requests to fulfill in a short amount of time, so I kinda made them all similar. I made it look like this girl, Emi, fell from a tall building and splattered on the pavement.
Fucking lame.
Yeah. Why did you want to know, anyway?
Well, I've got an idea for you. I know, I'm just the driver and all, but you've dragged me in this far, so at least let me make a suggestion, Kay?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
We've got this here body. You've got a corpse photo of the bitch all locked and loaded. Let's kick it up a notch. Take your time to apply makeup. Make the body really look like the victim. Send her the corpse photo first, and then we'll deliver this body to the bitch.
Deliver the body?
We rock a better joint, leave the dead body on her doorstep, and then we fucking get out of there. Can you imagine how fucking scary it would be to come face to face with your own corpse?
So it was Tomoe's idea. Okay.
Think about it from her perspective. She gets a photo of her own dead body, right? Then, like, hours later, just as she's trying to get it out of her mind, her own corpse shows up at her house. She'll fucking snap, I guarantee it. Hell, I probably would too, and I know what's going on.
I can't believe it. Tomoe has completely lost the plot. Her plan is incredibly devious. It's almost evil, and I'm in love with the idea. I'm in love with the idea of delivering a person's own corpse to them before they kill themselves.
Tomoe!
Despite my own nature, I find myself throwing myself at Tomoe and wrapping my arms around her.
Yo, what the?
I bury my head between her neck and shoulder, the warmth of her body radiating through my own cold and clammy form. I start to sob uncontrollably. Maybe I still have tears left over from my incident at the morgue, or maybe I'm just truly happy at this moment.
Tomoe! Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Your idea is brilliant. It's perfect. Oh, I can't think of a better way to bring Corpse Girl's plans to fruition.
I mean, I just said the first thing that came to mind, so. But hey, I'm real glad you like the idea. I'm happy to help.
I wiped my eyes, but I didn't let go of Tomoe.
Hell. I wonder if you'd make a better Corpse Girl than me.
Don't be stupid. I just had one good idea is all. No, come on. It ain't like you to get all sappy. Pick yourself up, yeah?
Right. In a moment.
I nuzzle my cheek further into Tomoe's neck and feel her skin prickle underneath my breath. She tenses up a little bit, but doesn't push me away.
You're so warm.
Jeez. Come on now, we've got work to do.
Okay.
I reluctantly step back from Tomoe and I wipe my eyes. Tomoe is a little bit red in the face. She ruffles the collar of her shirt and fans her face.
He never had a girl cling to me like that before. Better not tell Shinya in case he gets real jealous.
Kojiro is silent. He seemed to be simply observing the moment. I take a second to compose myself. Tomoe is right. We do have work to do. I look to the corpse atop the table, patiently waiting for us to conclude our discussion. I almost wish I was patient as they did.
We starting?
Yes. Let's do this.
Mad.
Mad.
Few things to keep in mind. Putting makeup on a cadaver isn't as simple as you think. This one's already decomposing. Not all the makeup will take. Put a little extra on. Don't be stingy. It doesn't help that the body is ice cold. Now, if we had a space heater, we could warm it up. That would help the makeup stick. But it'll speed up decomposition.
We can't have it decomposing any faster. It's already out of cold storage, so I imagine we don't have long as it is.
Right. We're going to want to deliver it to your Vic soon, like less than 24 hours soon.
That's fine.
Yo, what about timing the delivery? Corpse Girl's photos have a, what's it called, a timestamp?
Yeah, I timestamped the photos with a supposed time of death. I usually set it to a little after the time the victim receives the photo, sometimes a few hours, sometimes a whole day.
Uh-huh, I get it. Well, like, for best effect, we're gonna want to deliver the corpse before the time marked on the photo, right? That way, the Vic gets the photo and the corpse before the set time. Creates a kind of ticking time bomb. Should convince him to off himself before time's up.
That makes sense. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, so, what time did you write on this Emmy chick's corpse photo?
I scratch my head and try to think about it. It's hard to recall since I created 3 different photos at the same time. I'm pretty confident I lined them up all up one after another, an hour gap in between each one.
7:28 a.m. tomorrow.
We gotta deliver the corpse before then, huh?
Too early. Usually asleep.
Well, you're gonna have to get your ass up early for Noriko.
For Corpse Girl.
Kojiro groans, but he doesn't object further.
So, I'll send the photo out when I get home tonight. Emmy will receive it before she goes to bed for the night. It should shake her a little.
Then, in the morning, she'll wake up to her doorbell ringing and a corpse left on her doorstep.
That should be enough to do the trick.
Think you're both forgetting something. Where are we delivering the corpse?
Yes. True. Where? How do you know the address?
Are you dense? We're delivering it to this Emmy bitch's home.
Sure, of course. But where does she live? Got her address?
Oh,
Ah, shit.
All that talk for nothing. A hole in the plan, a massive flaw that we completely overlooked. Our stunned silence is the only answer Kojiro needs.
This whole thing is a bust. Kinda disappointed in you, Noriko. Thought Corpse Girl was some mastermind, some genius worth worshipping.
I don't have a response to that comment. Bile begins to rise in my throat as a pit opens. What? As a pit opens up inside
Turns
my
out
stomach.
everything so far has been sheer luck.
Yes, true.
Well, I'm out. Use the factory if you want, but I'm not sticking around.
Kojiro waves half-heartedly and walks away. I can't say anything to stop him. My thoughts are frozen, locked in place, chained by humiliation and anxiety.
Hold up just one fucking second.
Of course, Tomoe never fails to grab somebody's attention. Kojiro turns back.
We're just getting started here. Of course there's gonna be hiccups. We'll iron out all the details as we go. Don't just abandon Noriko like that. Corpse Girl has done more for me than you'll ever know.
That's so?
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna stand by her side. If you're a coward, feel free to bow out now. But if Noriko means anything to you, anything at all, then just swallow your fucking doubts and help her out.
Tomoe. I never thought she'd be the one to make a rousing speech. Short and simple, though it was.
Right. Suppose we did make a deal after all? Though, nothing really stopping me from taking cadavers from the morgue whenever I want now. Still, I guess I'll help you out. But if this keeps going astray, I really will walk away.
Fine, but follow through on this one victim at least.
I managed to gather up enough strength to make a simple plea.
please. I can't do this without you.
Okay. Find Emmy's address. If Tomoe drives, I'll handle moving the corpse in the morning.
I nod firmly.
Okay, I'll work it out. Thank you, Kojiro.
Kojiro waves once again and takes his leave. The heavy steel door at the front of the factory slams shut behind him.
Phew. Okay, got any ideas?
Maybe one. Can you call Shinya? Ask him if he remembers Emi Katsuno from school, and see if he knows where she lives.
Shinya? Oh yeah. He said once that you went to school together. Guess he might know Emmy too, huh?
Emmy? You said the name. Not that skank, not that slut. Okay.
My thoughts exactly. I'm going to make a call as well.
I quickly make a call to Aoi. As the phone is ringing, I look up at the skylight above. The sun has nearly disappeared from the sky, and we're running out of light. If there was electricity connected here, we wouldn't have a problem, but if it gets much darker than this, we're going to struggle to apply makeup to the cadaver.
Noriko? Hey, me again. Feels like we just spoke this morning, hey? It was this morning. Yeah. Listen, just a quick question. Do you remember Emi Katsuno from school? Katsuno? Okay, that's really freaky, Noriko. Huh? What is? I bumped into Katsuno just today at the mall. You're kidding.
I'm serious. She was pretty distressed, actually. She just got fired from her job.
I see.
Actually, it's kind of funny. I spoke with you about Corpse Girl's website this morning, and I spoke to Katsuno about it too.
Really?
Seems like there's someone she wanted dead. Maybe. I'm not sure. Perhaps her boss that fired her?
Interesting.
Why are you asking about her anyway?
It's an odd question, but do you happen to know where she lives?
Yes.
Wait, seriously?
Mm-hmm. Want me to send you her address? Are you going to visit her?
Oh, Howie! If you could send her address, then I'll really owe you one.
Sure. I'll text it through.
I didn't think you'd actually know it, but I wanted to ask anyway.
No problem. I followed her home today from the mall, so I guess it worked out well for you.
Why did you follow her? Hang on. Aoi followed Emmy home from the mall like she stalked her?
What did you say?
Yeah, I told you, like, something is wrong with Aoi. She ain't so innocent.
Oh, I followed Emmy home today. I got in the train carriage behind hers. Oh, don't worry. She didn't see me.
Howie? What are you talking about?
Well, I wanted to find out if she was going to use Corpse Girl's website, since I recommended it to her and all.
I don't know what to say.
Hey, I'm still at work, okay? I shouldn't really be talking on the phone. We'll chat later. Bye-bye.
Howie, wait! Don't hang up.
The phone call ends abruptly. I'm baffled by the fact that Aoi followed Emmy home. I can't quite figure out what must have been going through her head at the time. But right now, I don't have time to worry about it. I need to finish up here at the factory. I noticed that I have an unread message on my phone. I open it up to find Aoi has sent me Emmy's full address.
Well, at least I got the address.
Dude, I want to learn more about Aoi. Like, how messed up is that girl as well?
You got it? Nice. Shinya barely remembered the chick, apparently, so it wasn't really helpful, sorry.
No trouble. We got what we needed. It's getting dark. Help me put some makeup on the corpse.
Okay, show me that photo of Emmy again. We better do this properly.
Right. Here.
I bring up the photo and we examine it closely before setting to work. Okay, we're home. By the time I get home, I'm completely drained. I barely have the energy to open the front door. Today was an ordeal. It dragged on forever and ever, and yet it still felt like I didn't have enough time to get everything done. After changing out of my vomit-stained clothes, I make myself a cup of tea. I'm hoping a few sips will help me relax and unwind. I sit down on the couch, cup in hand. When it cools enough to drink, I take a sip and feel a little bit of today's pressure left from my shoulders. My laptop is sitting next to me. I know I shouldn't bite off more than I can chew today. If I check for a new request, I'll probably regret it. I unfold the laptop and navigate to Corpse Girl's website. One new request again. Shit. These are really beginning to pile up. I can't restrain myself from opening the request. Request details. Today, 3:03 p.m. Victim's phone. Image. The request came in while I was busy with Kojiro and Tomei, probably around the time we were at the morgue. The image of the victim downloads. Okay. It was hers. It was her sister. Okay. I stare instantly at the picture of my older sister, Yuriko Kurosawa. 28 years old, senior high school dropout, currently on parole after a short second stint in prison. Second stint? Yuriko. What are odds of you appearing here, on my screen, in my life at this moment? Will she kill her sister though? Holy shit. I haven't spoken to you for so long. I haven't seen you. I haven't even received contact from you, only to ignore it. Why are you here now? Why does somebody want you dead? I suppose it's not that hard to think why someone would request your death. I'm sure you have a lot of enemies thanks to the crew you run with. But for someone to actually use Corpse Girl's website to request your death? It's coincidental too. Too coincidental. Just like everything that's been happening lately. Yuriko, I hate you so much. You abandoned me when I needed you. You abandoned Mother, even though she abandoned us first. I hate you. Corpse Girl never refuses a request. It's one of her convictions. I'll never refuse a request. I close the laptop's lid and rub my eyes. I'm tired. I'm so freaking tired. Oh, the next day. So this is when Emmy's
She's
thing
dead.
happened. Oh!
Splattered in the flower bed. Probably matches the photo you sent. Wish I'd seen that.
Thanks, Kojiro. And thank Tomoe for me.
No prob.
Where are you, anyway?
Parking lot across the road. Perfect view of her apartment.
Do they retrieve the body though? I mean the corpse that they put.
People are coming outside. Must have heard the splat. Mad. We'd better gun it.
What about the body then? People are gonna see it, right?
See ya.
Okay, bye.
Okay, are they even gonna explain it? I mean the other body from the morgue, the cadaver we got, right? They put it in front of her door and she jumped, right? Remember the prologue? Okay, maybe they'll explain it later. I hang up the phone and a smile fights its way across my tired face. Emi Katsuno is gone. She killed herself thanks to the trauma of discovering her own corpse at her doorstep. Even though I forgot to send the corpse photo last night. Even though I forgot to send the corpse photo last night? I nearly effed up our entire plan due to how exhausted I was. By some stroke of luck, I managed to wake up early this morning. Thankfully, my first thought upon waking was to send the photo. Oh, she just sent it today, okay. Amy would have received the picture only an hour before the time marked on it. It was a close call, a very close call. But I can't help but wonder if it worked in our favor. Kojiro and Tomoe rushed over to our apartment to deliver the corpse, forcing Emi into a confrontation with the photo and an imminent time of death and then delivery of her own corpse, all in the space of an hour, worked to our advantage. It worked so well that I'm starting to consider making this our regular mode of operation. You can't do this every time. You cannot know the address of the person. I glance at the burner phone atop the coffee table since Emmy is already dead. There is no point in me waiting 24 hours to discard it. I'll get rid of it right away. After that, I'll have to figure out what to do about the other remaining requests. I still have the 2 photos of victims that I crafted on the same day I made Emmy's photo. With all the urgency of plotting of Emmy's demise, I didn't have the chance to send them. I'll have to edit them a little bit because the timestamps on them are out of date now, but that's okay, it's a quick fix. And then there's the request of Yuriko Kurosawa. I'll need to deal with that too, eventually. We're in the library now. A quiet morning at the library is just what I need to escape from the chaotic whirlwind that I've been trapped in for the last few days or weeks. The place is silent as usual. There aren't many people around. I managed to find a seat in front of my favorite book. Managed to find a seat in my favorite reading nook, and I leave my belongings in a chair to save my spot while I browse for a book to read. I can't bring myself to continue reading Strange Flower. Reading a book about corpses while trying to take a moment away from my own life is just not going to work for me. I scan the bookshelves and look for something light to read. I'm in the mood for comedy? Probably not. A fantasy adventure? Maybe. Though that's never really been my thing. Biographies are out of the question, so are history books. I can pretty much dismiss my non-fiction straight away. I'm just not in the mood. So, what should I read? I thumbed through a couple of trashy romance light novels. The covers look appealing, with attractive characters smiling and holding each other and falling in love. But the content within each one is utter crap. A housewife looks for love after a husband vanishes. A vampire lord seeks for his vampire queen. A college student falls in love with his professor only to find out she's his long-lost sister. What the hell? It's all drivel. I could write better stories than this, but maybe everyone thinks that way. Defeated, I put all the books back on the shelf and returned to the chair I saved. I take a seat and simply browse through my noise feed on my phone. A few photos from acquaintances, comments on the weather, a short essay on human rights, even a poem written in poor broken English. Trash, all of it. I used to love this inside look at other people's lives. I lived through it. I thrived on it. I used to be aroused at the smallest glimpse inside someone else's life. I couldn't go more than a few hours without browsing noise. But now, something is different. Something inside me has changed. I want to say that I've recently become cynical, jaded, but that wouldn't be accurate. I've been this way as long as I can remember. The appeal of voyeurism just isn't there anymore. My growing ability to manipulate the lives and deaths of other people has ruined any pleasure I once gleaned from simply spying on them. I need more people to die. Maybe then I'll find satisfaction, ecstasy, release. I lean back in the chair and fold my arms across my chest. My foot taps against the carpeted floor impatiently. I won't find comfort in this library. I won't find relaxation. I'll only find whatever elusive feeling I'm looking for once Corpse Girl's work is complete. I can't rest yet, not now, that things are beginning to escalate. I could be orchestrating the deaths of 3 people right now. The 2 women that had their deaths requested at the same time as Emmy, and my very own sister, Yuriko. People are counting on me. People are counting on Corpse Girl to deliver her judgment. I hoist the strap of my handbag over my shoulder and stand up. It's time for Corpse Girl to usher in a new era of human suffering.
A bizarre string of similar deaths in Tokyo over the weekend have left police and detectives completely baffled.
But we're gonna continue this in the next episode, guys. But yeah, we finally caught up from the prologue, the date in the prologue, I mean. And this is the first, job for them all. Noriko, Kojiro, and Tomoe as well. And Aoi, and Aoi's pretty weird. I think she's pretty messed up as well. So we'll learn more of this in the next episode. Maybe more of Aoi. Yes, I want to know more of Aoi. Like, I want to see, dude, who the hell follows a person back home? Like, what the F, right? Anyways, I will continue this in the next episode, guys. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.